It is National Waffle Day in the United States, and here to show us how to make some of the sweet and savory breakfast treats is Chobani Executive Chef Tim Reardon. Tim, how are you?
Hello, Paul. How are you doing?
Let's talk, before we get to some of these waffles and some of these recipes you're going to show us, let's talk a little bit about what exactly is National Waffle Day.
Well, National Waffle Day is a day that we celebrate the invention of the waffle iron, which was patented on this day, and celebrate all things waffles, sweet and savory. And we're using Greek yogurt to make those waffles today and to make them even better for you.
Right. Greeks, it's funny, you and I were talking just before.
Right.
Greeks invented the waffles.
Greeks are credited with inventing the waffles,
right.
So it just makes perfect sense that we're using Greek
their yogurt.
Yeah.
Let's start. I think for most people, waffles are a pretty uncomplicated thing to make in the morning, right? A couple of ingredients, mix them together, throw them on the griddle.
It's really easy to make.
It's really easy to make, but what you're going to show us today is maybe not more complicated, but certainly a lot more flavorful. Is that a
different way to eat waffles. Yeah. So this first waffle I'm going to show you is actually a savory waffle. It's a cheddar cornbread waffle.
And you want to come on over here and we'll talk about this? We have the batter right here.
So we've made the batter already, but this is a cheddar cornbread waffle, and it's basically very similar to a cornbread, with the difference being that we kind of whip the egg whites a little bit to lighten it up, and we have Greek yogurt in place of buttermilk, which you would normally use in cornmeal or in cornbread.
Yeah.
So,
and I'll let you pontificate a little bit the health benefits of that.
So you get the benefits of the protein, as well as all the other good stuff in yogurt like calcium, etc.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and start by placing this batter on the waffle iron here, nice and hot.
It's hot, yeah.
Okay. And while that's cooking, we're going to top this waffle with some crispy chicken thighs, and some smoked Greek yogurt, and some sriracha honey. So we got a little sweet and savory thing going on.
Did you smoke this yogurt yourself personally with the? I got to point out the smoking gun.
Right. So this is a really cool little toy. We love to use this. So smoked smokiness is a flavor that a lot of people relate to and enjoy, and pairs really well with yogurt, especially for these savory types of dishes. And it's really actually quite simple to do. So we have some Greek yogurt in a bowl here that we've covered with some plastic wrap. And we're just going to take the end of this little tube here and kind of wrap that. And then we have this cool little machine here. We're going to turn this on. And then
I don't even want to say what that really looks like.
And then you can see. So we're going to get.
Wow. And that just takes boom.
So we're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes.
I'm going to set off a smoke alarm.
Yeah, you watch out for the smoke alarm. So we're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes or so, and then stir it up, and then that's ready to go.
Wow, you can smell that.
Our waffle iron here is looking great. We have one here that we've already prepared.
Right.
So we're just going to go ahead and finish this dish here. So we have our lovely crispy chicken thighs. Nice healthy drizzle of sriracha honey. Okay. Our smoked yogurt. And then we're just going to finish that off with some scallions. And this is a great brunch item. Could be a dinner item. These cornmeal waffles go well with other meats and savory dishes. So there you have a savory Greek yogurt waffle.
Wow. And if you're going to do that start to finish, how long about would that take someone to whip up?
The waffle itself, the batter, maybe 10 minutes. The waffle takes about 4 minutes to cook. While the waffle's cooking, I would say 20 minutes you can make that dish.
That's not bad. That is not bad. All right, so we have that going. What are we moving on to next?
So next we're going to do a pumpkin waffle.
Okay.
So this time of year, everyone is thinking about those fall flavors and pumpkin spice and apple cinnamon. And so we wanted to create a waffle dish that really embodied the fall season. So we're actually going to be using our Chobani pumpkin Greek yogurt. So this year.
Is that seasonal or is that year-round?
Correct. So this is a seasonal ingredient that a seasonal yogurt that we're launching this year. It's actually we launched it last year. It was one of the most popular flavors that we ever did. So we brought it back again this year. And I wanted to just kind of showcase how we can use that in our waffle recipes. So we're going to take all of our wet ingredients. So you have the Chobani yogurt. We have some egg yolks, some egg whites, some milk. So these are pretty standard recipes. You know, the biggest difference, as I said, is that we're really using Greek yogurt instead of buttermilk.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty simple substitution.
How much of a difference in, you know, look, you work for Chobani, so I think I know what direction you'll go with this answer, but how much of a difference does that make in the flavor, replacing the buttermilk with?
It makes actually a lot of difference in flavor. You know, you get the tartness. Yogurt's a little bit more tart than buttermilk, but you also get the nutritional benefits, which is really, you know, and when you substitute Greek yogurt for other ingredients, especially ingredients that are a little bit more fat dense or calorie dense, like mayonnaise or heavy cream, then you really are making a recipe better for you. So
is it a one-for-one substitution?
That's a great place to start, and it depends on your personal preferences. But you know, you may find that you want to only substitute half of the amount of mayonnaise in a recipe, but you're still really improving the nutritionals on that recipe.
All right, all right.
So we have our wet ingredients here. We're going to add our dry ingredients. So we have flour, we have baking soda, baking powder, salt, and some brown sugar. And then a little bit of this pumpkin spice, which just, I mean, it's fall in a jar. So we're just going to mix that up real quick. And Paul, you can see how fast that recipe came together, and that's ready to go, and that's going to cook in about 4 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, you know, we this weekend we're out driving in the country. I went by the place where they do the pumpkin farm in the fall, and my wife and I, we said to each other, yeah, you know, it's not going to be long.
Pick your own pumpkin time.
Right, pick your own pumpkin time. It's coming.
So, so that's our batter, and then we have a finished waffle here that we'll just go ahead and finish off. And we're going to finish this waffle with some Belgian cookie spread. It's called speculoos. Wow. So this is actually very, very common in Belgium. So this is
what's it called again?
It's called speculoos. And it's a spiced ginger cookie that is then processed or made into this kind of spreadable. It's kind of like peanut butter.
Looks really nice.
It's kind of like peanut butter, and it's really nice. Delicious. Has a really nice ginger flavor. So we're going to add some dried cranberries here. And then these beautiful, beautiful candied pecans. And of course, we're going to top that off with some Vermont maple syrup. Wow. And that
looks really nice.
Is your
I gotta tell you, that looks
pumpkin
really nice.
spice Greek yogurt waffle.
That's awesome. All right.